All right. Wizards and witches. Let's see. Hope you guys are ready. Hogwarts Legacy, Part 2.
Hogwarts Legacy!
I still love my Go XLR. I haven't got the samples in there yet, but I will definitely have some samples in the future, which will be fun to play around with. All right, let's see here. Now I did start part 2, but for some reason the stream didn't start. So I'm like having all kinds of issues with this. Load game, because we are going to go to the manual save. Yep, here we go. Sweet. All right. Cool. All the beds are numbered. That's interesting. It must have a protection spell on it. Look at that. What about this? Nope. Destroying my fellow common room mates stuff. I'm a little terror. Maybe I should have been in Slytherin. All right.
Now, which way is the common room?
I guess maybe I'm not supposed to be using magic here. Oh, no interaction with that one. Look at all these pictures though. They're so awesome. And this guy, look at this guy. What?
Must be different, starting Hogwarts in your 5th year.
I almost wish you had first person view, so you could really get a view of all this stuff. Alright, let's go over here.
Nelly will do anything for attention.
Nelly? Must be her.
Shame you weren't born with wings, Nelly. I'm sure you'd use them.
That girl thinks she can get away with anything.
Nelly, please get down. A professor could arrive any moment.
Why is everyone so highly strung? It's perfectly safe. Well, hello. Don't mind me. I find it helpful to change my point of view now and again. Put things in perspective. Once I made it to the top of Gryffindor Tower, from the outside, without a broom.
Goodness.
I'm Nelly, by the way. Nelly Ogspire. I've heard rumors about what happened to you on your way to Hogwarts. Is it true? About the dragon?
Yes, our carriage was attacked by a dragon.
Crikey! I can't believe it. How thrilling! And also terrifying. Anyway, you've certainly brought some much-needed excitement to Gryffindor. And Hogwarts, for that matter.
I'd imagine most students have never seen a dragon. Have you?
Goodness, no. And I've never heard of one attacking a carriage like that. Not enough meat in a carriage, I'd think.
I take it you're not afraid of heights.
It's something I've always done, since I was little. My mother once found me on the roof when I was 5. Still has no idea how I got there. But with all the strange hallways and rooms in the castle, and everything lurking in and outside the grounds, you don't need to scale a tower to see something incredible here.
Good to know. My dogs are climbing all over me.
What
I don't know if you
exactly
can see
are
her.
the rumors
Yeah, you
about my
can.
journey
Look at
to
the
Hogwarts?
pretty white
That you escaped
snowball.
a dragon attack? Isn't that enough? Most of us arrive via train or boat, not having just escaped the jaws of a dragon. Of course it's got people talking. Word travels fast at Hogwarts.
I'm sure I'll be
Alright,
seeing
get
you
down.
around, either in our common room or when you scale your next tower.
You never know. Bye for now.
All right.
That reminds me. It's
Oh, perhaps I should. I don't know what I'm doing wrong. It's not a complicated spell. I should be able to do it non-verbally. Why is this not working? Ugh! Oh, hello there. Welcome to Gryffindor. I'm Cressida.
Pleasure to meet you, Cressida.
Splendidly theatrical arrival to the sorting ceremony last evening. Made it in by the skin of your teeth. Is it true that you're Professor Fig's protege?
I'm not sure I'd say that, but I did study with him a little before we arrived.
Blast! I was hoping he might have given you some advice on non-verbal casting.
Is that what you were trying to do just there?
Oh, yes. Having a spot of trouble. I've mastered the charm using its incantation, but this is proving a bit trickier.
I'd say your wand work could be a bit more fluid.
My wand work is fine, thank you. I can cast spells more complicated than this one without speaking. I'm just going to keep at it.
Do most students know how to cast non-verbally?
Not at all. Hogwarts doesn't teach non-verbal casting until the 6th year, and even then, many struggle with it. I'm simply trying to get ahead of the game.
A little Hermione.
Is it really that difficult to cast non-verbally?
Oh, yes. And if you don't get it just right, the results can be, shall we say, awkward.
Awkward.
Once, I tried to cast Depulso non-verbally on a goblet in the Great Hall and ended up launching Professor Sharp's Yorkshire pudding into his face. He was not happy.
Sounds fun.
Well, good luck with it. It was nice to meet you, Cressida.
You as well. Enjoy your first
This
day.
is pretty cool. I'm really digging this. Interactions are good. And I heard somebody complaining about his voice, the male voice. I don't mind his voice. I think it sounds good, actually. Maybe it will start to get annoying after a bit. I don't know. I can't tell you now, but I think the voice sounds great, honestly. I think if you would have changed the pitch, it just seems so unnatural. It's kind of like my voice changer, like here. Like if let me turn that down. Like if, okay, that's my normal voice. If I change my pitch, you know, it doesn't sound natural, obviously. So I don't think they should have went with that. I think they should have had presets of different people's voices. That was my only thing that I didn't like. Easily.
Sure you don't want to try it? Brewed
Getting
it
into
myself.
trouble?
Hello, you're the new 5th year. Pleased to meet you. I'm Gareth Weasley. Heard about your travels here. Can't believe it. Glad you and Fig are all right. Is it true that someone from the Ministry was with you in the carriage?
Oh, yes. A friend of Professor Fig's.
Oh, didn't mean to pry. Nasty business, dragons. Again, very glad you're here.
Thank you, Gareth. So am I. Are you related to Professor Weasley?
I am. She's my aunt.
Does having your aunt here make things difficult?
More than you'd think. Most people assume I can't get into trouble or be given detention. But they're wrong. Aunt Matilda tends to treat me as if I'm a first year, keeps too close an eye on me. It's all a bit suffocating, to be honest. Still, she means well, and she's an incredibly powerful witch. She'll have your back.
Seems you enjoy brewing. Might I assume that you've a talent for potions of all sorts?
Well, as I see it, there's little difference, fundamentally, between brewing a modification to butterbeer and a Wiggenweld potion. Though, I'm not certain Professor Sharp would make the connection. He doesn't appreciate my, creativity as much as you might think.
Sharp instead of Snape or potions.
Are you having butterbeer
They're definitely
for
playing on the
breakfast?
nostalgia of Harry Potter. Of
Oh,
course
no.
they would.
I've been perfecting a recipe I came up with over the summer. I'm almost there.
Got an
Based on
archetypal
some reactions,
Weasley.
it may need a bit more
There's
work.
actually a Weasley. And then you have an archetypal Hermione. This guy sounds similar to Harry.
Well, it was nice meeting you, Gareth, and thank you for the insights on your aunt.
Pleasure to meet you as well. Good luck today.
New Gryffindor. Professor Weasley's waiting for you outside the common room.
Okay. That's my dog. He's so goofy.
Good morning. I trust you're ready for your first day at Hogwarts?
I've been dreaming of this day for a long time. Can't believe I'm here.
Well, you are here. Make the most of it. You only have one first day at Hogwarts. Now, in light of your unique situation, joining us as a fifth year, you'll need to catch up with your classmates and not fall behind. Especially as you'll be expected to complete your OWLs at the end of the year.
OWLs? Owls.
Well, he has a lot
your
of pressure on
ordinary
him.
Visiting level exams. They will determine what type of career you can have when you leave here. After much discussion with the headmaster and the Department of Magical Education at the Ministry, we've devised something
I wonder,
extraordinary to
do you
ensure
get a
your
companion,
success.
like a pet? Or did that come way later? Like you're losing
Here you
fur,
are.
girl.
What is it?
It is a wizard's field guide. It will help you to keep track of what you are learning so that you master all that's expected of a fifth year.
Cool.
You would be wise to take full advantage of this exceptionally valuable resource.
Thank you, Professor, but what do you mean it will keep track of what I'm
I
learning?
wonder what his background is.
Perhaps
really
seeing
curious.
it in action will answer any questions you may have. Walk with me and we shall put it to the test. This way. The guide will give you opportunities to practice your magic and educate yourself about wizarding lore. I certainly would have appreciated something like the field guide when I was a student. Using the guide will also train you to be alert to your surroundings. Do keep up! Ah, the guide appears to have some information for you about that paint. Simply cast Revelio on it, and we'll see what the guide says.
My controller's messing up.
Revelio.
Or Ufio. Oh my gosh, that's hilarious. Unlock the Field Guides challenge. Your progress towards completing challenges appears here. Okay. This is your wizarding level XP earned from challenges increases your level and power. Exploration, quest, combat, field guide pages, room of requirement. Cool. Wait, let's go back to that. Crap. In Hogwarts. Okay. Oh, cool. You get gear. Map. Whoa. Let's see the map. No, not very good, but it is still pretty cool. Quest. Relationships, cool. Huh. Settings, gear. Put some gloves on them. He wraps his hair up. Don't like it. Cool. Flying mounts, broom, wand handles. I may have to get my other controller because my controller seems to be messing up a little bit. Inventory, let's see. Alright, I gotta take my dog out real quick. So I will be right back. I am back. It's a bit chilly out there. Let's continue.
It's impossible.
Clever, isn't it?
Homework they give.
Keep your eyes open for more opportunities like that, inside and outside of the castle.
The classic kitty cat.
No time to waste. You've classes to attend.
There's a chest. Oh. 43 pieces of gold.
Ah, good timing. Perfect opportunity to show you how to use flue flames to get around a bit quicker.
Blue flames.
Your field guide contains a map of the castle. Open it up and find Central Hall.
What's the south wing? Oh, so why is it saying Central Hall, but that says South Wing? Oh, okay, here we go. Oh. Fast travel, huh? Well, I guess that does make sense. It's kind of, I think it's a little early
And
for that, but I get it.
Quite the time saver. These stairs lead directly to Central Hall.
I don't want to save time. I want to explore.
You can get almost anywhere in the castle quickly from Central Hall.
Okay, that's good to know. Look at that
Always
dragon.
something happening here. It's the heart of the hive.
Whoa, it's
Our
breathing
King's
smoke.
Cross station, so to speak.
I need to stop by the owl.
That should be all for now. You'll be expected to attend both Charms and Defense Against the Dark Arts classes today. And I'd like to be sure you get to Hogsmeade as soon as possible to replace the supplies you lost on the way here.
You mentioned Hogsmeade, Professor.
Hogsmeade is the only all-wizarding village in Britain and is home to an array of shops and pubs. You should be able to find all of the school supplies you require in Hogsmeade. You will also, I imagine, enjoy many a butterbeer there with friends in due course.
Butterbeer. I want
Can you
some
tell me
butter
more about
fucking
the
beer.
Defense Against the Dark Arts class?
Defense Against the Dark Arts, as the name implies, focuses on how to defend oneself against the evils that lurk beyond these walls. A mastery of Defense Against the Dark Arts is required for those who aspire to become Aurors. Fortunately, we are lucky to have the ever-gifted Professor Hecat in charge of our students' education in that regard.
What will I learn in Charms class?
Exactly what you might expect. Spells, charms, jinxes, all terribly useful. I think you will enjoy Professor Ronan. He's a clever and entertaining wizard, and a talented teacher.
Thank you,
Thank you,
Weasley.
Professor.
A lot to absorb on your first day, and you have much to learn. Happily, your professors have
I
agreed
wonder
to
if I'll
create
get canceled for
additional assignments
streaming
for you outside class. You'll be up to
Hogwarts.
speed in no time.
Oh
Judging
my
by your
god,
adept use
people
of
are so
Revelio
ridiculous.
earlier, I'd say Professor Fig succeeded in at least showing you the
And I'm in no
basics.
way
He did, Professor.
He's
bigot.
been terribly vague as to
I
the
have many
events preceding
friends who
your
are
arrival, specifically
of
about
different
what
gender
happened after that
orientation.
awful dragon attack. My suspicion is that there's more to the story than a search for belongings and an extended trip up to the castle.
I'm sorry, Professor, but I'm afraid that's all there is to it.
Almost precisely what Professor Fig said. Speak of the devil, Professor Fig. Your ears must have been burning.
Oh?
Yes. You seem to have provided our new fifth year with a solid foundation in the basics of spellcasting.
Ah, I'm afraid I can't take all the credit there, Professor. They've a rare aptitude for magic, it seems.
Well, I'm just glad you both arrived in one piece. Perfectly good boats and carriages to Hogwarts, and you chose to fly in the path of a dragon.
I wouldn't say I chose the dragon's path, Professor. Rather unfortunately, it would seem that it chose us.
Very well. Enough chit-chat. I need to get to class myself. Might I rely
Very
on you,
well.
Professor Fig, to explain the details of the field guide's map?
Of course.
Very well. Good luck today. And remember to use your field guide. It will be invaluable to you. And
Gotcha.
invaluable to me.
Yes,
as
Professor
I'll be using it
Weasley.
to keep up to date on
Yes.
your progress.
Yes,
I
Professor.
will use my
Come and
field
find
guide.
me in my classroom after you've attended both classes today, and I'll explain more about those assignments I mentioned. And we'll see if we can't get you to Hogsmeade for those supplies.
Look at the mermaids.
Revelio.
Did it reveal something? Oh,
It's good to see you, Professor.
And you. I was hoping our paths would cross today, before you immersed yourself in studies. Did I hear you masterfully evade Professor Weasley's interrogation regarding our late arrival?
I did my best, but I'm fairly certain she suspects that we're not being entirely forthcoming.
Yes, well, Professor Weasley is a brilliant and astute witch. It was right to keep the details to yourself for now. We don't know where this path we've embarked upon will lead. It may require a bit more flexibility with your time than she would approve of. And she may feel obliged to share details with the headmaster that would be better left between us.
Understood, Professor.
Good. Now, as capable as you are, I believe the ability you possess obliges you to be well trained. Happily, you have the benefit of an exceptionally skilled team of witches and wizards to guide you. Speaking of guides, and so that I may avoid another not-so-subtle reproof from Professor Weasley, why don't I show you the clever enchantment we included in the field guide's map? Unfold it and have a look. The map is enchanted to help you find your way.
This will be incredibly helpful. Thank you.
Now, sounds like you've quite a day ahead, what with classes and a trip to Hogsmeade for supplies, including your own wand.
I don't know why
You'll
my
enjoy
camera
Mr.
keeps
Ollivander.
changing colors.
He's an exceptional craftsman and a good friend. I shall reach out when I have more information
that?
about our mysterious locket. For now, focus
Goes-
on your classes
goes
and
blue.
pay attention. More
I
than
need a
your
better
howls
camera.
may hinge on the magic you are able to master within these walls.
Okay, cool.
My mother always.
There's something in there. I just...
Hello. I don't believe we've met.
Oh, hello. I'm Lenora. Pardon me if I seem a little distracted at the moment. Everyone thinks I'm utterly balmy. Samantha thinks I'm potty. But it's this painting. I never noticed it before. If I know Hogwarts, and I do, an empty frame doesn't appear for no reason. There's something more to this.
Are there any other empty paintings like this around the school?
Yes, a few. This entire place is somewhat of a riddle, to be honest. If I can work out the riddle of this one, I'll know what to do with all of them. As good a place as any to begin.
Have you gained any insights about the painting since you've been studying it?
I did
Yes,
discover that
please
casting
reveal
lumos
all.
has an effect of some kind. But I'm not sure what to do next.
If I have the time, I may look. Could be intriguing.
I've been racking my brains long enough. I hope you'll have better luck than I have.
Revelio.
Do come and find me if you stumble on something illuminating that solves the mystery.
Lumos. That spot must be a clue. I should look around in case it's nearby.
That was cool. Staircase, pillars.
I'd be glad if they left it convenient.
Oh, here it is.
This looks like the location from the painting. Let's get you back to your frame, little moth.
Whoa, cool.
They really shouldn't allow food and drink in the common room.
Oh.
I knew there was a connection. I should tell Lenora that I solved the puzzle of that empty frame.
Nice. Lenora, where you at? He's up there.
It's a good thing the owlery is away from the riddles.
Lenora, I solved the mystery of that painting.
You did? How?
I found the location depicted in the painting, and then I cast Lumos to guide a moth back to the frame.
All very logical, I suppose. Pity I was so close to solving it. You have a knack for solving riddles. Natty's good at that too. So is Amit, although he does tend to over-explain. Well, I'm glad someone figured it out. The moth! I should have seen that.
Cool. Level 2.
It's always so exciting to see the owl.
I adore spending sunny afternoons in the viaduct courtyard.
Lumos.
Wonder what this is. Oh. There another one? No? spider. Okay, so we have let's see, 21 in the center. What is that top symbol? Is it a dragon? No, it's like this. Okay. 11 question mark. How does this work? Question mark.
Revelio.
Oh, there we go. 11. 21. So I don't know. Maybe it's some type of algebra. It goes to the same. Okay, well, I'll come back to that. Oh, there's a loading thing there? That's weird.
Revelio.
Whoa. Always pet the kitty cats.
Revelio.
So there's a treasure chest there. Oh, it's down. Okay.
How nice to see you, my young friend.
Oh.
All right. Well. What was that?
Fills our stout hearts with joy to be in the presence of such arrogance.
Revelio.
Orphan wizard. Patronus. Mouse Patronus. Cool. Look at the Dementor.
Bit of snot on your
Wow.
nose. Thought you'd
That's
want to
awesome.
know.
That's cool. Level 2 lock.
Peasy has a brand new game. Just
Revelio.
beware the open flame.
Beware the open flame. Whoa, look at that. That's sweet. Love it. I could probably spend hours just exploring this place.
Revelio.
Seems like there would be something with that. Alright, let's go to our first class. Well,
Off on another
let's grab
adventure,
that
are we?
first. Excuse me.
Why should I be impressed anyway? Anyway, the dead person's back. She's a little low.
Okay. There are a lot of reused assets that I'm seeing, but you know, what can you expect? What are those? Creepy. Oh, it dropped. Sorry about the frame droppage. This game is not optimized for streaming at all.
Professor Hecat!
Perhaps you'd be good enough to blast each other to pieces on your own time. I get new
That's
students
horrible.
every year, but I only have one Hebridean black skull. It was a token from the Great Poacher Raid of 1878. No doubt you've heard of it. Now, you may be asking yourself how an old woman like me single-handedly took out the largest poacher ring in eastern Wales and lived to boast about it. Knowledge.
Knowledge.
To the wise,
Love it.
age matters very little. Today we will review a spell that has saved me from death at the hands of dark wizards more times than I care to remember. Levioso.
Levioso? A levitation charm?
Levioso! A surprised opponent is a weak opponent. Care to defend yourself, Master Pruitt? No? One thing I've learned as an unspeakable is the value of simplicity, especially in the heat of battle. Now, let's practice what we've just learned, starting with something small.
Levioso.
Now, let's try something a little larger. Let us begin with a basic cast. See how the dummy deflected your cast? This time, cast Levioso first, then the basic cast. Remember, a surprised opponent is a weak opponent.
Levioso.
Good. Now, well done. Very good. But the best way
Yeah,
to
it's even
practice
lagging
is
on
by
my end.
duel.
This is ridiculous.
We'll start with you two. Duelists, take your marks.
Time for a proper Hogwarts welcome.
They better optimize this.
I want a fair duel.
I'm gonna have to restream this whole
Levioso,
game.
Basic cast and Protego. You may begin.
This should be easy.
Protego. You're good. Levioso, effective.
Thank you.
Good form. I know.
It's like lagging on my end too. Why my computer is fine.
good at this, aren't you?
I know.
Stupid one. Leviosa.
Class, I hope you were paying attention. That is how you cast Leviosa.
Potato. Stupid one. Leviosa.
Lucky.
Nothing lucky about it.
Don't mind my dog.
Not bad for
She's a
beginner.
barker.
You give as good as you get.
So I lowered my settings to medium. It's ridiculous that I had to lower them all the way down to medium.
I put you on the spot, and you rose to the challenge. Points to Gryffindor.
Thank you, Professor Hecat. Glad to have the opportunity to practice.
If what I've seen today is any indication, we can expect great things from you. I demand excellence from my students. They are capable of achieving it, and they
My house is
must
wood,
achieve it.
so like her
A
barks
classroom
just
duel is
echo
one
like crazy.
thing,
I need to get
but battling
soundboard
dark wizards,
in
or
this room.
as ever more likely goblins, is a different kettle of Grindylows entirely.
Understood, Professor.
So, I'd advise you to keep practicing whenever you can. Perhaps Mr. Sallow will have some ideas for you. Again, well done today. I shall reach out soon with additional assignments.
Cool.
All right, that's enough spectacle for one day. Class is dismissed.
Oh, I'm not much for dueling.
You drilled Sebastian. He's strong competition. Well done. I'd hate to face Professor Hecat in a duel.
Revelio.
There's all kinds of stuff down there.
Nice work.
I enjoyed that.
Well, that duel was quite something. Everyone will be talking about it.
It was certainly good practice.
Practice? It felt more like I was dueling an expert. Sebastian Sallow, by the way. Didn't expect a new student to be so deft with a wand. Then again, perhaps this wasn't your first duel.
In fact, it was. Perhaps I have a knack for it.
Be coy if you like, but I know better. Magic requires intention and talent. You know, you might be a perfect fit for a certain exclusive, unsanctioned dueling organization.
Unsanctioned?
Exclusive and unsanctioned. Count me in.
Excellent. Knew I was right about you. If you
Oh,
want to
he's
get
Slytherin.
the most out of your time at Hogwarts, you're going to need to break the rules now and then. Whether it's joining a secret dueling club, or sneaking into the restricted section of the library, you just have to be clever enough not to get caught.
Thank you, Sebastian. I'll keep that in mind.
Good. Pleasure chatting with you. I'm sure I'll see you soon. Perhaps somewhere
I
unsanctioned.
mean, even though I'm not
We'll
Slytherin,
see if your
I'm still gonna
performance
break
today
the
was sheer
rules a little
luck
bit.
Or actual skill. Look for Luke and Brattleby near the clock
I have a
tower
little
entrance.
anarchic,
If you're interested.
you know, style of approach to this.
Till next time.
Beatrice Green from Dublin. Huh. Always thought Leviosa was for first years. Not anymore.
If you know the right spells, it's dark wizards that'll
Ooh.
fear you,
Wait.
not the other way around.
Revelio.
Hmm.
In my Professor Ronan tends to go on a bit. We sometimes have to remind him to finish the lesson.
Some of us don't
understand how she
necessarily
believes
want
the
him
things
to
she
get back to the
teaches.
lesson.
I don't know if
bricks the other day, telling us about her colleague who befriended a griffin. I put my hand up and said we had a griffin come by our street once and tried to get our rabbit. My sister had to run out after it, throwing stones till it flew off. I thought Howard would be impressed, but oh, the glare. She said you never meddle with dangerous beasts. If you ask me, she's the dangerous beast.
Madame Kagawa's getting a bit of an easy run of things, isn't she? What with Quidditch being cancelled.
Nothing beats a leisurely evening flight.
Oh, I don't like how flying messes up my hair.
Everyone falls off their broom at least once.
Here. Behind you. There is an open seat here.
Thank you.
Hello, I am Nettie. So you are the new student. Have you met Professor Ronan yet?
Shall we begin? Welcome to Year 5 of Charms. Now, this will be a crucial year in your education on the art of charm work. But I am confident that we will take hold with the passion and rigor requisite of such a challenge. Right, now, everyone, please open your textbooks to page 517. But before we begin, can anyone here tell me the difference between the incantations of the color change and growth charms? Anyone? Anyone? Hmm? I am afraid it is too late to study now. The summer months must have really taken a toll on you all. By the looks of it, you all spent your holidays practicing Obliviate on one another. Do you even remember how to perform a basic summoning charm? Well,
this guy is very expressive.
Need of review. Everyone get into pairs and take positions on opposite sides of the classroom. Now let's put those textbooks to use as the blunt objects you so believe they are, and take turns summoning them out of one another's hands. Only one book will be needed per partnership, Miss Dale. Thank you. Get into place now.
Accio.
That is not bad.
You are a swift learner. I see a lot of potential, but remember, potential is nothing without practice. Keep at it. You might just rival Miss Onai here. Very good, everyone. That's enough of that. Well, as you all seem to have the basics down, and it is an exceptionally lovely day, I was thinking that we might have ourselves a little excursion outside for a spot of fresh air. After me. I've always found that fun goes hand in hand with mastery, as I'm sure the Quidditch players amongst us would agree. So, what better than a bit of sport to put our prowess with the summoning charm to the test, right?
Oh wow, look at that. Oh.
So why don't we have our newest student start us off? Very simply, cast Accio on one of the spheres and relinquish your charm at the last. Excellent control. Now, don't lose your composure. Splendid! Happens to the best of us. That's it! Very Very good. Points to Gryffindor. But there's certainly no sport in playing without some friendly competition. Miss Onai, would you care to give our new student a bit of a challenge? Come on up. You'll be the blues, just as before, and Miss Onai, you are playing red. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Here we go.
Oh, wow.
Yes!
Accio.
Excellent.
What?
Accio.
Quite impressive. Watch this.
Hers are moving different than mine.
There we go.
Oh no!
Not to worry.
Well, so much for that. It actually was kind of difficult.
Let us make this a bit more interesting, shall we?
She was good at it. Oh gosh.
I think we are well past interesting at this point.
I'll say.
Enough chatter. Focus now. You will need it. This round settles it all.
Oh gosh. Oh.
That is how it's done.
Accio.
Splendid.
Bishop. Phew. Brilliant. Here we go. There we go.
Accio.
Very good.
Tied. Did better that time than last time.
Very good, both of you. Well done.
That was fun. I haven't played games like that in a game in a long time.
Class is dismissed. Gather your things on the way out.
A tied game. It turns out we were evenly matched. Took me weeks to become proficient with Accio. Took weeks for me to get anything right when I transferred here. It gets easier, I promise.
That's good to hear. It's a lot to take in all at once.
To put it lightly, I remember how I felt when I first arrived. I transferred here from Wagadu just before my 4th year. My mother received an offer to teach divination here. Before I knew it, we had left Uganda and were halfway around the world at a new school in a new country.
This may seem an odd question, but is magic the same there as it is here?
Mostly, yes. But I did have to learn how to use a wand when I arrived here. Hardly anyone at Wagadu uses one.
You can cast spells without a wand?
Oh, yes. I find wandless magic to be much more instinctive, Not to mention quite convenient if one is without their wand. I must admit, however, that I am growing quite fond of using a wand. It seems very dramatic.
Is Wagadu a castle, like Hogwarts?
Its address is Mountains of the Moon. It is not so much a castle as a beautiful edifice carved out of the mountainside. I remember the first time I saw it, the mist was so thick I could hardly make out anything at all. And then it just materialized before me, this enormous school that seemed to be floating in midair.
Is Wagadu much bigger than Hogwarts?
Wagadu School of Magic is the largest wizarding school in the world. So yes, bigger than Hogwarts. But it never seemed intimidating or overwhelming to me. It always felt like home.
It's nice to learn about another wizarding school.
Thank you for asking. I do miss Wagadu, but I am glad to be here at Hogwarts. Ah, I think Professor Ronan wants to talk to you.
I wonder what the point of
Better
the
not keep him waiting.
size.
Until next time.
Not sure. Seems a little forced.
You
maybe.
can use Accio on humans, if you're so inclined.
Professor Ronan reminds me.
Well, you'd be using it on clothing, to be precise, Sebastian. You know it won't work on humans.
After my brother learned the summoning charm, it was constant Accio this, Accio that. Colours flying everywhere. Quite unsafe, really.
You wanted to speak with me, Professor?
I did. I trust your first charms lesson lived up to expectation?
Well, an outdoor competition wasn't exactly the lesson I was expecting, sir.
What charm is there in the expected? And what a close match between you and Miss Onai. Invigorating.
Thank you, Professor. I enjoyed the match.
Miss Onai is always a fierce competitor, though I sense that she is a bit distracted of late. Now, Professor Weasley has asked that your professors give you instruction outside of the ordinary curriculum. Expect to hear from me soon regarding a special assignment that I am preparing for you.
Whoa, that's cool.
Hello there.
New student, aren't you?
Hello, you wanted to speak to me?
Samantha Dale. I've been eager to meet you. You're the student everyone's been whispering about. Hope your first day's going well. You certainly seem to hold your own in charms.
I've been fortunate. Beginner's luck.
My brother William would tell you not to be so humble and to trust your abilities. Then again, he tends to be overconfident in his. Well, better see to my charms homework. I'm afraid I can't count on beginner's luck to impress Professor Ronan.
Cammy, I already took you out, goofball. Cats everywhere. Well, where's the dogs? I mean, I love cats, don't get me wrong. Even on medium, there's a stutter. That's ridiculous, man. my game plays my system plays Cyberpunk originally when it first came out just fine. I had very, very minimum issues with frame drops and stuff.
What about the room, Professor?
I was thinking the same thing, Deke. Perhaps you could help.
Oh, excuse, Deke.
Cool.
Ah, there you are. I trust your first classes went well?
They did, Professor.
I heard as much from Professors Hecat and Ronan. Seems Professor Fig taught you quite a bit before you arrived. I'd wager there's a good deal more to your travels here than what you've told me. Isn't there?
Nothing more, Professor.
I see. Like trying to get a sonnet from a streeler. Regardless, you must continue to build upon what you've learned. In that regard, I've asked your professors to help hasten your progress with some extra assignments.
Professor Ronan did mention something about that.
In fact, Professor Ronan will meet you outside momentarily to assign your first one. Now, regarding the trip to Hogsmeade I mentioned earlier, we've arranged to replace the supplies lost on your way here, including seeds, potion recipes, and spellcrafts.
Thank you, Professor.
And Mr. Ollivander will connect you with the perfect wand. You've managed your classes well with a borrowed wand, but you'll find the magic you cast with your own wand to be far superior.
There's an Ollivander's in Hogsmeade.
There is. Most people are familiar with the shop in Diagon Alley. We're fortunate to have someone like him nearby. Mr. Ollivander is a genuine craftsman and highly skilled wand maker. I would trust no one else to pair me with a wand.
I've never heard of a spellcraft before, Professor. What is it?
A spellcraft is a recipe of sorts used when conjuring objects. I shall explain more about them when you begin working with transfiguration magic.
Can you tell me more about the potions shop, Professor?
J. Pippin's Potions stocks a wide array of potions ingredients, although
You
they
see the
rarely
backgrounds
sell
like
recipes.
loading in and
Professor Sharp asks
Yeah.
that they have a couple of particular recipes on hand for you.
I'm eager to get to Hogsmeade.
Very well.
I'll probably
I'd
go to
like you to make
Hogsmeade
your
and
first
then
visit to the village with a classmate.
I'm gonna jump off
Help you get your
because
bearings.
it's about time to
Perhaps
start
Sebastian
playing
Sallow
some
or
Modern
Max
Warfare
Iona.
with the
I've noticed you
boys.
spending time
Building
with them.
21. Sebastian. Who? I think.
I'd like to go with Natty.
Excellent choice. Miss Onai is one of our most talented students. And she knows the area. She'll
Oh.
keep you well clear of any of Victor Rookwood's undesirables on route.
Rookwood?
A rather unsavory local. Best to avoid him and his associates, including his right hand of sorts, Theophilus Harlow, if you can. Once you've finished Professor Ronan's assignment, your friend will meet you at the castle door. No time
What
to
was
waste.
that?
The sooner you
I
complete
want to
your
say
work,
Theosophus,
the sooner
but
you can enjoy a butterbeer at the Three Broomsticks.
cool. This game is awesome. I love it. It's just the optimization that is kind of shitty. All right. So I am gonna call it. There we go. All right. That's it for part 2. See you guys next time.